Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another Crowncast. And for once, I have a guest
Cool.
again who isn't John Rambo, and he is here with me today, and he's the almighty
Quack.
Doug from
Y-
Quackland.
Yes, from Quackland, because, what else is there?
It's you're from Seattle or
Uh,
Seattle area, sort of, or
the
oh,
the area around Seattle. It's
yes.
kind of like, it's kind of an interesting city. It really where I live. It's just a very long city.
Uh, how big is the area around Seattle? Because I looked at, I thought Seattle would be bigger in terms of people living in it, or the city of Seattle. But
Yeah, there's a lot of suburbs that spread like really far north. So you got like pretty much the area between Seattle and Everett is basically one long city.
okay, because it was because I looked at how many the population and stuff, and I was like, it's not that bigger city than mine. So I felt like that was weird, seeing how have so much people watching all the uh, American football, and you have basketball also.
We used to. We
Used to,
don't
and
anymore.
they want to have a hockey team there, and you have the your football slash soccer team, and I mean it's like how could possibly that huge or not smaller city compared to many other cities in America have such, or maybe your Seattle just like sports.
I think it's just we like sports, and we were
Yeah,
trying to compete with Vancouver up north.
yeah, yeah. I heard Vancouver's really a pretty city.
Yeah, never been there. I haven't really left the state too much.
Yeah. I think Iron Wolf lives there, right? Or
Um, not entirely sure. So,
yeah. Well, I just have to ask him. I know he's Canadian. I think from the Vancouver area, but yeah. What? Introduce yourself to the rest of the world who may not know you.
hi everyone. My name is Doug, also known as XWorldLaw 8X on pretty much everything else. Uh, I don't really post all that much. I'm kind of a subtle viewer of the internet and whatnot, and what have you. I'm looking very soon to start my Twitch streaming days here, but that's a couple months away, unfortunately. So, not a whole lot to me.
A hot air balloon just went up outside my window.
Oh, you're completely distracted by that.
Yeah, I am. it's it's usually don't happen every day, so it's just we have a park really close by, so almost everyone, when it's hot air balloon season, everyone starts outside of my window. So it's a interesting sight every September, October.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's
So,
you're gonna stream stuff? What's
mostly gameplay, stuff like that. Like, maybe I'll, like, stream Cards Against Humanity, because that's
yeah?
always fun to play.
Can get smart guy in on that. He loves that game, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's normally asleep due to the time zone difference by the time I'm on there playing with people.
Yeah, true. So uh, that hot air balloon just took me all out of it.
It just derailed the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just instead of just having the normal purple background, I'm just gonna have a picture of a hot air balloon. Just this derailed.
You should have it right when you say. You should just have like the picture just like start coming up right when I'm starting to intro, and it's just like, yeah, no, that's a thing, and just have it go off the screen.
Yeah, Yeah, if I feel up for doing editing today, I probably do it, but I'm already tired now and it's only 6 o'clock, so I don't know where I will
Yeah.
find the energy somewhere, hidden in
So
a
Mark,
box somewhere.
I know you're an avid fan of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
So
So here, just so people know, this is going to be spoiler-filled section. So
yeah.
if you don't want to be spoiled on Kingdom Hearts, then you should skip to the part when we end this segment. Because
Yes. Or if you don't want to be bothered to play all of the Kingdom Hearts games and you just want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, just continue to listen because we'll pretty much cover everything in the story that's
yes,
happened so far.
yeah. So yeah, I also watched the link you sent me. I think from the guy who put together everything that happened in the Kingdom Hearts universe up to like
Right after Dream Drop Distance, which is the latest installment of the game,
yes,
which is going to be the last one until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
yeah. So yeah, I mean
There will be a link in the description if you want to see what we're talking about.
yes. I mean for me, Kingdom Hearts is. We can just talk about a little bit Kingdom Hearts in general. Uh, how? Why do you like Kingdom Hearts?
Well, I'm a big fan of Disney because I grew up watching all those Disney movies like Lion King and uh, all the others that everyone knows, all the popular ones, like
Yeah.
except for one stage. There is one stage that I really don't like in all of the Kingdom Hearts games. And everyone agrees with me on this that the Little Mermaid stages are just they make you facepalm pretty much every time you play them because it's all like just button press gameplay. You really don't do much. You just press buttons. So it's really annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. The the swimming is so much easier in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Little Mermaid, but you don't have to use it really in that one because it's only about musicals.
You're just pressing buttons and timing buttons and trying to get a perfect score so that way you never have to do it again.
Yeah. I mean, I in Kingdom Hearts 1, the Little Mermaid stage, it wouldn't been so bad if it weren't for the fact that swimming was so goddamn awful.
Yeah,
And
if they
then
had
they
the
fi-
swimming.
And then they fixed it to the second one, then turned it into musical instead. Which
Yeah.
makes it just so dumb. I mean,
I did like the second game because what they did is they took some of the stages that you had, like when you summon characters
Yeah,
and you had those summons, they literally took some of those characters and made the entire stage from those characters. So it's like you already had a connection with these characters,
yeah,
or at least Sora did, like Simba.
yeah,
So you literally go into that and you're like helping Simba out, and
yeah.
I thought that was really really cool.
Yeah. I totally agree with you there. I mean, I when I played Kingdom Hearts 1, I probably never used summons, but the fact that Sora still had a connection to Simba, and also, I mean, I have watched Lion King, so I have a connection to Simba as well from that point of view. So, I mean, it's just made it so much cooler. I mean, they can't really take many of the summons that they used in the second one, Kingdom Hearts 2, because, I mean, what they did really use in the summons in the second one was
Well, they have Stitch, so they could add Stitch.
yeah, but they won't.
Yeah.
And they little chicken or whatever.
Yeah, Chicken Little.
Yeah, chicken little.
They can't really do that one either.
And did they use Genie as a summon again?
Yeah, they always use Genie.
Yeah, so Genie is going to be back as a summon, I think, in the third.
Yeah.
And
My guess is that the game we're gonna have like worlds based on like Brave and all the
yeah, probably Pixar would. But the thing is, I'm not so sure Disney is really interested to do that, seeing how they're trying to push most of it
Oh, I
on
just realized
Disney
we could have
Infinity.
Mark, we could have Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts because Disney owns that now.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Disney, I think, seeing how the guy who's the head guy for the project loves Star Wars, so it will
Yeah,
probably happen.
that'll be a cool looking Keyblade though. A lightsaber Keyblade. I
Yeah,
mean, come on, that's gonna be kind of cool.
yeah, we're truly unique. I think also how the style that they do, I think it will work pretty good with Star Wars, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going. I'm saying that I hope to God that they don't use Marvel.
No, or if they do, at least just use Spider-Man. And do like the 90s cartoon of Spider-Man. If none of you have seen that, go watch it because
Uh,
it's really good. But some of you probably aren't even hearing this right now, so people in the comments just tell
Yeah.
them to go watch the 90s cartoon Spider-Man.
so, yeah, really, we haven't spoiled anything at this point. So maybe I can just put the
Yeah.
say that we didn't spoil anything that much in the. But we
Just
spoiled.
put the times. Just put a little annotation. Be like, also we don't start the spoilers until this time stamp.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna say right now that Sora isn't the true Keyblade Master. There we go. Now we have a first spoiler.
Yeah.
And it's really Riku.
Yeah. But I'm I watched when I read it from like the standpoint of just reading how it all worked out and like why they got the keyblades and such. And then I watched it, the link you sent me, and I was like, okay, this went so much dumber than it sounded when you just writing it down. I I felt like it was really stupid. I mean,
It is kind of stupid, but in a sense, it kind of works. It just works. It's like, okay, this makes sense. Like, so some stuff happens, and this guy's trying to take over the world, and then, somebody, literally, I guess if you guys haven't played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, I'm going to go into the details here. So, how it starts off is it pretty much starts off with Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, who looks like Roxas.
yeah,
Because he pretty much is Roxas.
yes, he is. Because he's part of Sora.
Yes, because his heart gets taken from him and shatters, and so it goes to rest with Sora. Because Sora's is extremely strong, and he can actually give off parts of it to help other people. Which is why in the first game, when he stabs himself, he basically gives back all the hearts to the Princess of Hearts, because his heart is big enough to give to them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. One thing, just skipping ahead, I just I still felt like the whole premise of Dream Drop Distance was the most stupid part of it all. I mean, I can get the with Aqua, Ventus, and all of those, the story that it had, how the Keyblades and the true Keyblade and stuff, but the fact that Xehanort predetermined that so far ago that that they would go to the Sleeping Worlds. I mean, so basically, if they never would have done it, it would never have been a third Kingdom Hearts 3 storyline, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
So he would have never really surfaced if they didn't do that.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have found out that Sora is actually supposed to be part of the darkness, and that he's not supposed to actually have a Keyblade, but he does, and it just kind of is broken beyond all belief.
Yeah, but I felt really stupid uh, that they could take over Sora with darkness. Even though they explain with their kind of details and stuff, I just yeah I just feel like he should be that pure hearted person that he always is, and he's kind of he can't be corrupted. That would have it makes it harder for story purposes, but I don't know. I mean,
But the thing is he became a Heartless, and
yeah,
his Heartless and nobody rejoined. They weren't killed, and he didn't come back as a whole person. So
Mm.
theoretically, you could say that Sora is still a Heartless right now.
But
Theoretically,
well, didn't he get back his
he he
heart?
re- yeah he got it back when Roxas came in and gave it back to him.
Yeah,
So Roxas and him are now one entity, but you know it doesn't mean that he's still a whole person yet. He could be missing some sort of piece that we don't know about.
okay, so that's probably what will happen in the next.
Yeah, in the next game.
Yeah. So, we can go back to talk more about the story. But what are you thinking for the uh, Kingdom Hearts 3? It goes into what we already talked about, so it's just
I think what it's going to be is the last. I know what the end of the game is going to be. Like the end game. The end game is literally going to be you fighting all of the different versions of Xehanort.
yeah,
Or the
or the
members of Organization 13 or whole people that joined up with them
yeah,
still. That aren't like, I
Yeah.
forgot his name. Because I know you got Lee on your side, who, if you don't know who Lee is, that's Axel. It's real person.
yeah. It's a weird call him Lee. It's just
You just want to call him Axel.
Axel is so much cooler. It's just Lee. Okay, that.
I forgot what his name is, but Zexion is probably one of my favorite characters because because you don't really see him much. He's the guy with the book that can like clone people and like take on their form and their abilities and stuff. I always thought he was the coolest out of all of them.
Yeah. It will be.
Until Riku just absolutely destroys him.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how. I think it's kind of cool that they made Riku the true Keyblade master.
Well, he was supposed to be from the very beginning. Like
Yeah.
in Dream Drop Distance, Terra does this like thing so that Riku could basically wield a Keyblade, right?
Yeah.
Then Aqua shows up and sees that one of them already has a Keyblade, so she doesn't teach Sora, who she thinks has the bigger heart, who then, in turn, and then basically, Riku chooses Darkness at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, which basically gives Sora the Keyblade jumps over to him because he has a big heart, and that's how it just goes on from there.
Yeah.
So literally, if Riku didn't choose Darkness at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, we wouldn't have Kingdom Hearts 3, or 2, or any of the other games. We would just have Kingdom Hearts. That's it.
Yeah. Well, no, not really, because there are always going to be side stuff that happens. Riku could have failed and died in the first game.
Yeah, and the Keyblade could have jumped back over to Sora, and then we would have Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2, but
yes,
he
and then maybe Riku would end up becoming heartless in the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and then he would see his nobody and stuff, and maybe in Kingdom Hearts 3 eventually they would reunite Riku to his, so that he's not a heartless, and reunite so he comes back. I mean, you could do. I think the world is set up perfectly for you to have done differently, but I still like some parts of it. Yeah, so which one is the game that came out directly after Kingdom Hearts 1 that was on handheld to continue on the...
I think it was Chain of Memories. Chain of
Yeah.
Memories.
It's,
And then I went to Kingdom Hearts 2.
that's the one there in Castle
There-
Oblivion.
Yes. Funny thing about Castle Oblivion is it was created by Aqua to basically preserve Ventus, whose body is still lingering in that castle.
Yeah. And we saw Ventus in the Dream Drop distance in the end. You saw him
Mhm.
sit there still, so that must mean that Ventus is going to have a big...
Big role in 3.
Yeah,
Because his heart is basically with Sora, and Sora can give it back to him pretty much any time
yeah.
if he can find him.
So I would guess that halfway through Kingdom Hearts 3 maybe they go to Castle Oblivion. Or
Yeah.
it feels like it would be a turning point for the Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Sora and Riku, and as we know now, because at the end of Dream Drop Distance, we see Kairi learning to use a Keyblade.
Yeah.
I would like to see them get armor, like Ventus, Terra, and Aqua.
Mm.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. And also Lee being Keyblade.
I still say that is the greatest moment in all of the Kingdom Hearts series. It's just like, I was gonna come in, Keyblade in hand, but I just couldn't get mine to materialize.
Must
Maybe
be
it's in the flick of the wrist or
Yeah.
something. And it's just like, whoa!
Jens Sid's face is the best one of all in that one. Because he's always the one that usually is calm and collected, and he's like, what the hell just happened?
Well, Lee's heart isn't full of darkness. He's trying to help the people of the light, so you would think that, that he would be able to wield the Keyblade.
Yeah. And he supposedly had training for...
Mm-hmm.
Also-
Yeah, he went to Yensid and asked for training.
Yeah.
And then
So-
he got his to materialize finally.
Yeah. So maybe we should... I've been thinking about what worlds we will see again. Because-
Definitely the world that never existed from 2, because that's where Organization 13 was, and that's probably where all the Xehanort clones and all that stuff are
Yeah.
going to be. So we're definitely going to see that. We're going to see the world. We're definitely going to be in the world where
Hollow
they had
Bastion
that.
must be in it.
Yeah, Hollow Bastion, maybe Traverse Town again,
I
because that
think
might
both
be back.
of them must be in it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's become such... it's been so rooted into the series, both Hollow Bastion and Traverse Town. And
Yeah.
Castle Mickey, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Disney Castle.
Yeah.
There is one level that we are not going to see that we've seen from the other two major installments, and that will be Nightmare Before Christmas. We will not be seeing that, as that is wrapped up in 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't really see how they could have done
I
more.
really don't want them to put in another Pirates of the Caribbean,
I
because
don't,
that
I don't think they're gonna, because...
we're
I-
probably going to see Tangled. Probably going to see Tangled.
Yeah. But
Monster
how
Inc.
would they
maybe?
do Tangled?
I don't know, but I'm sure they could do it.
Yeah, it's
You have to keep
that
the-
feels like a
You have to
weird,
keep like
hard one to
similar
do.
story, but you got to keep it side story so that the events of the actual story take place at the same time that Sora has his thing.
Yeah.
So that way it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it could potentially work. We're probably going to see a Monsters Inc. because they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, but they haven't been really doing Pixar
Oh
They
yeah,
will be interesting to see if
I
they.
keep forgetting Monsters Inc. isn't Disney. I've
It's one thing they have tried to stay away from. Really, I don't really.
what I would like to see is a Hercules, another installment of
Yeah,
Hercules. They could easily roll with that,
yeah,
but do it from like the Disney TV show, so it's like a younger Hercules where he's in training.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, they already did that with Ventus.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and that
But
the
Hades
soldier.
is a great character. So I mean, they probably would.
I really want to see it. Yeah.
So that's a possibility. I mean, they haven't really done the whole world. They haven't done the story of the Titans in it. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the full story. Maybe go Hercules again, and then just do.
They could do a Lilo and Stitch. I would like to see that,
Yeah, I would too.
or
But
a
I don't think
Ducktail.
since it's people don't really know that one anymore. But yeah. Hmm. I'm thinking
Uh,
of what you
Toy Story. Toy Story would be cool.
yeah, but
Oh,
also the totally weird one to do because I mean
Monsters Inc. is in fact a Disney franchise.
yeah it is, but yeah Pixar belongs to Disney.
Yeah. Well, they ran out of stuff, so Monsters Inc. would be cool. I know we're get
I
because they
think
did this Boat Willie thing.
I the only thing a reason why I don't think they will use so much Pixar stuff is because it's or really Monsters Inc. I don't think they will use just because they're probably planning to do stuff more older stuff from in Disney Infinity. I'm feeling like that they're gonna try and have a lot of Pixar stuff in that, and I don't know how much they want to have the same type of stuff in it. Hmm.
They could do Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
That would be
because
cool.
then you can finally utilize the swimming mechanics that was in Kingdom Hearts 2 in
Two.
Little Mermaid that you didn't get to use because
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. I expect to see that again because that's kind of a staple of the Kingdom Hearts games.
yeah, and it's a good way to do side sort of, and also do you have they haven't done Merlin's World, have they?
No, they haven't done King Arthur yet.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, having an Excalibur Keyblade
Yeah.
because they did Tron.
Yeah, they have done all of the Tron, but Tron is a staple series. So if they bring back Hollow Bastion, then they're probably gonna bring back Tron because it's been in Dream Drop Distance now, and also you didn't get to see what happened to Tron in the latest game, Dream Drop Distance. He just you didn't really know what happened to Tron after he helped save Sora. So
We haven't seen 101 Dalmatians area yet.
yeah, and they also a staple in the series, so I could see them doing so. The problem is many of these hasn't really wouldn't be good with like the Heartless and stuff.
Yeah,
It must be if they're not introducing another layer.
they could do a Fantasia level. That would be
Yeah, that
epic
would
and
be awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they have Jens Sidis in his. It must be maybe he needed to go back to his castle or something, and something went wrong, because his world was getting attacked or something. That could be something. And then you get Yen Sid maybe as a in your party.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. But the one thing I'm curious to see is how the hell are they going to do with...
Does Disney own Phineas and Ferb?
I don't know.
Because that would be cool. I'm not gonna lie, Phineas and Ferb is pretty cool. Yeah, that's Disney Channel. It's the
Yeah.
Disney Channel. So, Kim
Yeah,
Possible. I mean, it's not a big staple, but I mean, they are staples. They are cartoons that everyone has watched.
Yeah, I know there's staples, but maybe, I don't know. Yeah, the thing I was going to say was
Mary Poppins. Jungle Book. Did they do Jungle Book yet?
no.
I don't remember. Definitely Sword in the Stone would be good.
I mean that I feel like I mean Khan, the tiger in Jungle Book would be, I mean, perfect way to heartless character. So yeah, Jungle Book definitely.
What about this is throwing it out there. This is a little bit of a weird one, but The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. It's an oldie. It's from like almost the 50s. It's kind of like a Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman thing.
I don't remember that one.
That was back when Disney was actually scary.
Yeah, I mean if you just look at if you look at stuff like Snow White. I mean Pinocchio, for God's sake. Holy fuck, that one is creepy as hell. Becoming donkeys and shit.
Yeah,
it's so much not scary in Kingdom Hearts, which is hilarious.
Yeah. They could bring back the Steamboat Willie stuff. The old Mickey Mouse stuff again.
I think they will do, but they will do... No, I think they would do from a little later maybe, or some... It's gonna be an older era. But I think they're not gonna do the black and white, just when it...
That was cool though. When you went into the black and white, you were just like, yeah, this is kind of cool.
Have they done Maleficent's world?
They have not done that yet.
That seems like a given, seeing how she's one of the main characters and...
Yeah.
Or maybe you would think that world would go first.
What about Bambi? Could they do a Bambi one? Because I could see that.
Yeah, they have had Bambi as a summon, so maybe. I think that could be a possibility because it's
They could actually do that really well. I could see I could see a cutscene in there.
Yeah, the thing is, the only problem maybe, I don't know if they would really do speaking. Or maybe they would do like when Bambi's all grown up, so they don't even recognize each other. No, that would be horrible. It probably will be.
The only reason I said Finding Nemo is because we saw Sora turn into a lion in the Lion King thing, so...
Yeah, fish. Yeah, but they have really done... Maybe they do a whole fish this time. Yeah. Yeah, the Lion King world was the best. I spent most of my time in that world because it was the best place to grind. Because one of the ones you killed gave you so much experience. So
Yeah, I went to the Mulan World because they always those little like the heartless that are like the candy machines
Yeah.
that you get rare drops from. I always found those in the same spot on that level. I just leave, go do something, come back, and it would be there.
Okay. Yeah, I used
Was,
to.
was Treasure Planet was that a Disney?
I don't know. Maybe. So, which one from Kingdom Hearts 2 haven't we talked about? I mean, I know you've said, I think that
Yes,
you've done.
Treasure Planet was in fact a Disney movie. So they could do that. That would be epic and amazing because, you know,
Yeah.
they could even do it on Atlantis Lost
Yeah.
Empire. That would be really cool. Those were two of my favorite Disney movies.
Yeah. I yeah, I have never really had uh, like this is my favorite one kind of Disney movie. Of course, I like The Lion King and stuff, but I just usually liked all of them, or like at least the old animation stuff. I've never been a Pixar fan, just because they usually are so extremely uh, child friendly
Well,
that
until you watch like the first 5 minutes of Up and you're tearing up at it.
yeah, yeah, up that got so praised just because Pixar finally did something that wasn't just extremely kid stuff.
Yeah, it was like, holy crap.
The beginning of the Up is amazing. I agree to that. The rest of the movie maybe not so much.
They
Not to
went
ma-
back to the kid thing. If they had stuck with that theme though throughout the whole movie, it would have gone.
yeah. I mean, I think, and kids have no. I mean, the Disney movies in the 90s fucking worked, Lion King and stuff, that had
Yeah.
darker elements in it, so everyone could enjoy it. I
I mean, there's even a line that Maleficent says hell in that movie. She's
yeah,
like, and now feel my powers of hell, or something like that.
yeah,
And now I shall show you the full powers of hell. And turns into a dragon.
yeah. And that's
Like,
the
that was scary back in the day.
yeah. I mean that's
Considering,
why I really liked how and don't like how Disney does their stuff, or Pixar does their movies, because they're like, sure, some of them I like just because uh, I also like sometimes like movies that don't have a like darker turn to it. I mean, Toy Story and some other movies, Finding Nemo. But I mean, for me, it's for instance, I mean, so many people loved Wreck-It Ralph, and I never got any interest. It never stuck to me at all.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I I I didn't really see anything special with it. Just because it's about video game characters, just because I'm a gamer, I'm supposed to instantly love that one. Didn't really work that way for me. So yeah, I never it never really stuck to me, that movie. I probably say my favorite Pixar movie is Wall-E.
Yeah, Wally is really, really good.
Because it's such a beautiful movie.
Now,
And
could we see Kingdom Hearts doing Wally to bring this full circle?
probably, I think, or at least I think Wall-E would be a cool summon.
Yes, that would be an awesome summon.
I feel like
Wow,
Wall-E would fit
rocket
perfect.
launcher.
Yeah, Wally would fit perfectly for summon, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really know how you what could what could you possibly do set on an Earth that's destroyed, or like nobody living there. What the hell? You're just gonna walk around and fight heartless. I mean, and
Yeah,
unless
that's true.
they're fly right into like the ship that they use, but that still would take out the immersion because it feels weird that we would see a fucking giant spaceship. It's
Yeah.
all Disney speculations, and I mean from which I mean I feel like are they going to go back? I don't remember the princesses. They're not gonna do that at all anymore, right? They're just gonna
They could potentially bring it back.
because they didn't get Sora, so if they don't get anyone, they need the seven princesses again, won't they? Or was that the only one-time thing? So I don't know.
I don't
If
know.
that's the case, then you would need the worlds from all those.
Again, yeah.
I mean, also like, would they try and do like Cinderella again?
Yeah, and Sora is a mouse. That would actually
That would
work.
be a unique one. You see, from a
Yeah, Sora would just be a mouse in that. That would actually work though for it because you would be
yeah,
in the walls fighting off Heartless,
yeah,
then you'd come out and you'd watch a cutscene happen and all that stuff.
yeah. That would
But
be awesome.
but something tells me that Ventus did that. Yeah,
Okay.
Ventus's story you do that. So
Okay, so you are so
it's kind of hard to
Vent.
pick and choose because it's like,
Which
well,
world did Ventus go to?
he went to Snow White. He went to Cinderella. I think he's been to all of the princesses of Heart.
Okay, so they have already really done that.
Yeah. But they
That's
could do it again, and it would help awaken Ventus.
yeah, that would be yeah, that probably would be a interesting idea to it.
Like you had to figure out where Ventus went, and that's kind of like the storyline.
Yeah, the seven you have to visit. Wait, the seven princesses, and then yeah, that would be
That would be kind of cool. I would be
yeah,
like, yeah, yeah. That would take up about half of a video game, right?
yeah,
Or at least a couple hours.
yeah, and then they hit Castle Oblivion, and then Ventus could be like, okay, I know a solution to get the true Keyblade, or I know how we could make it so we get the true Keyblade, or whatever. I don't know, but
No, you know what would be really awesome? You awaken Ventus, but his heart has like a spark of darkness in it, and it just consumes him, and he becomes the 13th heart of darkness. Because when the Keyblade shattered, it went into 7 pieces of light, 13 of darkness. So theoretically, if you know, awaken him and
it
they
will be
take him.
interesting when we have played the game and see how close or how off we are.
Yeah. Nice thing is we have a verbal recording of
Yeah,
what we've said, so we don't have to try and remember it.
yeah.
We can be lazy.
Also, I think you're gonna go back to a point I was trying to make for like many minutes ago. How do you think the game? How do you actually will play the game? Because now that Lee has a Keyblade, Kyrie, Riku, and you have Sora, and then Goofy and Donald is going to be with. How do you predict it all working out? Is it going to be like 5-man party of like Kyrie, Sora, and Rico, and also Donald and Goofy, or what do you think they will do?
I think they're gonna keep it the way they've had it, because why fix what isn't broken?
Yeah,
So they'll be off doing their own like side things, and that way they can open it up for other like reiterations of the game. Like you can follow Riku's story, or you can follow, or they could
Yeah.
do what they did with Birth by Sleep and just do multiple stories.
yeah,
So you can play through and get different sides of everything.
yeah. So Dream Drop Distance, I mean, sort of like how you played two different. So
You
every
could play
world had.
3 different campaigns in that game, depending on who you pick. You could play as Ventus, you could play as Aqua, or you could play as Terra, and go through the game as those individuals, and have the 3 different games at the same time. They're all going on at the same time, and you just play through all 3, and then you know what happens throughout the entire story.
Yeah. Also, it will be interesting how they will do. I think they are not gonna have use MP maybe in the next one, because they've said that they're gonna use the same mechanic that was in the uh, Kingdom Hearts 3DS and latest one, the 3DS
Dreamed
game,
up.
Dream Drop
Yeah.
Distance. They said that they're going to style it after that game.
Which the style of the game is not bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because the style of that is very similar to Birth by Sleep, and Birth by Sleep functions fairly well, actually, once you get used to it.
The annoying thing for me is if at least in Dream Drop Distance, if you didn't have a potion equipped, you couldn't get the potion, and so it took a whole slot, and I used many potions by accident, and until I got cure or those kind of stuff. So that's what's really annoying for me. So
Yeah. Well, sometimes, maybe they can make it so that you have, because you have a few more buttons to push on a bigger console than you do on a handheld console.
yeah.
You have a few more.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is it's not a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It's coming out on Xbox One and possibly on the Wii U.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, all the diehard fans are going to get it for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the PlayStation 4, so it will be the only thing I'm gonna miss is the controller on Xbox. I always liked the controller more on Xbox than on PlayStation.
Yeah,
But
it fits your hand better because your thumbs literally rest right in between where the D-pad and the left joystick are, and right in between where the buttons and the right joystick are. So it's like you're bending your finger to actually move the sticks in any direction. So it's comfortable.
Yeah. So
it's one thing Microsoft got right.
yeah. Yeah. Do we have anything to add on this whole subject?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be amazing, and I can't wait for it because I'm already waiting to pre-order it as soon as it has a solid release date.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they maybe they will push it all the way to 2015 maybe, and
More than likely.
Early 2015 I could see them going, like
or around Christmas 2014, sometime in there, sometime between winter and spring.
Yeah, because that's a game that I don't think they would want to have in with all of the
all the blockbuster hits.
Yes.
The AAA titles.
Yeah. Because I think they still gonna cater it a bit to younger audiences as well, even though I don't really understand how.
I would
they're-
like to see some underlying adult humor in there,
I mean,
just
I
for the
don't.
people that have been
Yeah,
playing.
one thing I'm like, how would a really a kid understand Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, and most people aren't going to buy it because it has a 3 on it, unless you've already played the games.
Yeah,
So I'm super excited for it. I
Yeah.
will say that.
some people I know are watching you. Jesse Cox mentioned that with all the side games, is gonna be so frustrated when he plays Kingdom Hearts 3 because he don't gonna have any freaking clue what's going on.
Well, if you watch that YouTube video,
Yeah.
he would be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if when it comes closer to it, is to send him that link, because I think he really wrapped that up nicely in his video.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, there's been a very popular person that you follow that's been playing Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remake, and has been doing terribly at it, from what I've heard.
Phil. Yeah, and his funny thing is his PlayStation 3 broke down, so he probably have to redo the game.
I'm sorry, I love laughing at others' misfortune. That was not a shot at DSP, that was a shot at his misfortune, because I always laugh at misfortune.
Yeah, but he's
And Mark
probably
can attest for that.
he's probably gonna save the files by just sending it in to get it fixed with saving his save files, but he's still don't gonna be able to play that for like a month or so. So
And then by that time he'll be like, well, it's been a month, and no one
Yeah.
really care anyway, so we're probably not
or
going to do
maybe
it.
he will just postpone it until 2.5 comes out next year. They've already when you finished 1.5, it's gonna it says see you next year or something for 2.5.
Hmm.
But that is to be expected. How the hell would they not do do the rest to it?
Yeah. It's just that people don't realize how many Kingdom Hearts games there actually are. Because there are a lot.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm looking and I have Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories over here. I've got Kingdom Hearts 2. I've got Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, which is for a completely different console than the original Chain of Memories. And it's just like, there are so many remakes of all the games. It's just ridiculous how many there are. And the remakes of the games actually have more stuff in the actual game.
Yeah.
So like RE Chain of Memories has Riku's story, and RE 2 RE HD PBS TMB, whatever it's called, has Riku's story, and you can follow Riku's story. Or you get the first game and you can do the same thing, and it's like completely different storylines and all this stuff, and it's like, it's ridiculous how many games there are in order to keep track of all of this stuff.
Yeah, and that's sort of like what I always had a problem with it, because I couldn't be bothered getting all the handheld stuff, because I know that I wouldn't use it for other stuff.
Yeah.
So I just I got a 3DS now just because I heard rumors that Dream Drop Distance was going to be crucial to the Kingdom Hearts 3. So
And it kind of is.
yeah, sort of is. So that's why
I only got Birth by Sleep because when I bought my PSP off of my friend. That was one of the games he had, so I ended up with it.
Nice. Yeah, I think that will do it for today.
Yes. Of course, we're going to be continuing after this is done recording for several hours.
Probably. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. You can find Mr. What is it? X World Law 8.
X on Twitter.
Yes. And I will put the link in the description because it's hard for you guys to remember it so easily. So you should follow him there. If you want to see his Twitch channel, what's that going to be? The same?
It's X World Law 8X. Yes,
So
I've been trying to keep.
So it's the same
Except
for
for YouTube. YouTube is the only exception to that.
Yeah.
I think I managed to lock down my name now because of the Google Plus thing, but
Yeah. Yes.
but yeah, you can find me on YouTube and stuff. I don't really post anything. I haven't actually. I've been a member of YouTube since 2008, and I haven't posted a single video. So
Yeah, I mean,
I literally just follow people so I can keep track of things.
my old account is from 2009, I think. And
Yeah.
that was just so because I needed to subscribe to people.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's literally all I use it for. But I'm looking to post videos here, like I said, in a couple months, so around Christmas time. So.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you can find me as usual at Markron Story on Twitter, and this is the channel Markron Stories. And I also have a gaming channel which I rarely promote for some reason. It's KOC and Crown, and it's I probably will link it also. I will link so much stuff. It's just and also the first line is always different as usual. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I will see you on another Chromecast. Bye.
Bye.